As worrisome as it sounds, it looks like the South Korean acting industry will need to go through a drastic change due to several big problems that have become the main topic at the moment. For those who aren't aware, there has been an ongoing actors' strike in the US. Not only that, but before the actors went into the streets, there was an uproar among writers as they voiced their dissatisfaction with the compensation for their work. Therefore, the Writers Guild of America voted for a strike, and that's how it all started at the beginning of May. The WGA was mainly asking for protection against artificial intelligence, payments based on the popularity of the shows, and higher residuals. This strike has officially concluded after 148 days. WGA managed to strike a deal for the writers, but it caused serious issues in Hollywood because many projects had to be put on hold. However, the same cannot be said about the actors' strike that is still ongoing. The SAG-AFTRA strike asks for higher wages as most of the actors get barely paid and are suffering due to inflation and working conditions. As you will soon find out, this is what's been happening in South Korea as well, but the industry was trying to keep it hush-hush. The SAG-AFTRA also asks for protection against AI, higher residuals, and many other things. Just like in the US, most of the starting actors in Korea are unable to live on just from what they earn from acting. They either have to live with their parents or take on many part-time jobs just to have enough money to cover their expenses. The situation got so bad that the actors called for action, and the Korea Broadcasting Actors Union and the Korea Broadcasting Performers Rights Association sent a report to the Culture, Sports, and Tourism Committee. The chairman of the committee, Lee Sang-hun, then went on to present this report, and the revelations were shocking. According to the document, in some cases, main actors earn 2,000 times more than the minor actors in the dramas. Of course, it's understandable that the lead actors will get paid more than those who play minor or supporting roles or are just extras on the set. However, this pay gap is shocking nevertheless. The report compared the salaries of actors from 9 different K-dramas that had aired in the last 2 years. Dramas that were analyzed were Snowdrop, The Golden Spoon, $1 Lawyer, Startup, Hometown Cha-Cha-Cha, Forecasting Love and Weather, Payback, Why Her, and The Secret Romantic Guest House. All of these dramas were either very popular or held a decent viewership. Considering these facts, it'd be understandable if the actors who played supporting and small roles got paid accordingly. As it was revealed, though, that wasn't the case at all. The drama that had the highest pay gap was Payback, and shockingly enough, it was between Lee Sun-kyun, who has been embroiled in a huge controversy in the last few days, and minor actors in the drama. Sun-kyun was paid $149,000 per episode, and since the drama had 12 episodes, he earned almost $1.8 million. But the least paid actor on the set got paid only $74 per episode. In other dramas, the differences were still big, but not as big as the one in Paycheck. For example, the lead actors in Snowdrop received $82,000 per episode, while the smallest actor on the list got paid $112 per episode. Now, the reason why these numbers are really bad, even considering that the lowest fee goes to the minor roles, is due to the way they're tied in the contracts. To put it simply, the actors are paid per episode, not per day or number of hours they spend on the set. But when an actor signs up for the appearance, they have no clue how long will one episode take to film. If the episode takes a day, 2, or even a week, they still get paid the same amount. As you can see, this can present huge difficulties for the small actors. If an actor gets paid $74 per episode, but the episode takes 4 days to film, it would mean they got paid only $18 a day. Based on the report, one episode of a K-drama takes 2.63 days to film on average, and the number of hours spent on set was calculated to be around 9.99 hours. So basically 10 hours. Mind you, some extras and small actors are required to bring in their own wardrobe, so this salary excludes their expenses on clothing. The chairman of the committee said that this calls for a change as it doesn't provide a basic human standard for the small actors. He also emphasized that this sort of compensation threatens their labor and survival rights. Now, as you can see, this situation is alarming, and it's great that it's been finally brought up publicly as well. In recent months, many Korean actors have voiced their financial struggles. For example, The Glory's Kim Gun-woo, who played Myung-go in the drama, has admitted that he almost quit acting before getting the role because he had pretty much no money. He debuted in 2017, and before appearing in The Glory, he had starred in 5 different dramas, and yet he still couldn't afford basic things in life. Despite being signed to an agency, Gun-woo was experiencing financial difficulties. When he got the role in The Glory, he was determined to either make it in the industry or leave. Before accepting the role, he had to ask his agency to borrow money because otherwise he'd have nothing to live on during the period of filming the drama. Despite having some small amount of money saved, it wouldn't last him long. Gun-woo, like many other actors, borrowed money from his agency Blossom Entertainment, and once The Glory paycheck cleared, he paid it all off. He spoke openly about this, saying that his life turned around after the drama aired and that he went from 2,000 followers to 180,000 180,000 in a matter of days. At the moment, he has over 250,000 followers on Instagram, which significantly raised his brand value, and therefore he can earn much more not only from his appearance fees but also from brand deals. Thankfully, the role in The Glory saved him from leaving the industry, and he even got cast as the lead actor in Yoon-jung and Sang-yeon. Similarly, the Vincenzo actress Jeon Yobin also almost gave up on her acting career because she was having difficulties making ends meet. She gave herself a condition that if she couldn't earn a living by acting by the age of 30, she would leave the industry and work elsewhere. However, she realized she had no backup plan and got really stressed due to all the financial pressure she was feeling at the time. She was taking on roles in short films and even worked as staff in theater just to earn a living before she was finally cast for bigger roles. As you can see, the salaries of actors are not that big unless they are cast for a major role or at least a decent supporting role. It's not the first time that the pay gaps in Korea made headlines. Previously, there have been many talks of the differences in salaries between male and female actors. Song Hye-kyo belongs to the highest paid actresses in Korea, and she's likely the best paid actress of 2023. She was getting paid around $160,000 per episode, but according to the reports, her salary for The Glory exceeded this number and she got paid more. It was also revealed that she would earn a larger amount for her next role due to the high demand for her appearance. But surprisingly, despite being so demanded, her male colleagues still get paid more. For example, Song Joong-ki, her ex-husband, is said to receive over $240,000 per episode. The same goes for Ji Chang-wook and Lee Jong-seok. It's a completely different story for the biggest Korean stars like Lee Min-ho and Kim Soo-hyun. These actors get paid over $300,000 per episode, and that's just their starting point in contract negotiations. So-hyun, for example, is known to have earned $386,000 per episode for his role in It's Okay to Not Be Okay. Although it's difficult to judge these salaries objectively since they're all from different projects, it sheds some light on the shocking difference anyway. However, there's a certain reason behind the different salaries of female and male actors. According to the report on Salaries, many K-dramas have been focusing on male leads instead of women. Therefore, male actors have been drawing in a larger audience and have become more profitable. But as we've seen in the US, this situation is getting more and more alarming, and therefore it's not far-fetched to think that there will come a point when the actors will start to voice their dissatisfaction. This has already occurred in the K-pop industry as many idols sued their agencies this year, voicing unfair working conditions and compensation as reasons behind their decision. Most of these lawsuits ended up being successful, and the idols have been largely supported in their legal fights by the public. What's more, there was a huge lawsuit this year when the famous actor Lee Sung-gi sued his agency for not paying him his salary from his music profits. His agency hadn't paid him for 18 years, and they gaslighted him into thinking that he wasn't earning enough money from his music and therefore he was getting paid only for his acting gigs. What ended up happening though was that Lee Sung-gi found out the truth and sued the agency for fraud and embezzlement. He ended up winning in court, and his former agency was legally bound to pay him 5.4 billion won. What's even more shocking is that Seung-gi donated all this money to charity. His lawsuit inspired others to call for action, and there was a law proposed that was dubbed as the Lee Sung-gi Act. The National Assembly passed this law as it called for the protection of minors in the entertainment industry. The act regulates their working hours and prohibits agencies from influencing minors to drop out of school to pursue a career in the acting or K-pop industry. Big changes may negatively affect the K-drama industry once more actors start to boycott the working conditions and the compensation they get for their roles. Share your thoughts in the comments, and thank you for watching.